Morning, Grace.
Morning, sir.
Now see, start it up.
Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, I'll start now.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, good morning, everybody. Good morning to you all. I am on my cell phone, so I gotta mess around with this cell phone over here. Look at that little guy right there. What up, Jackie? That little guy. Looks like they got a nice little breakfast, getting ready to go to school. I always love when you get to. My favorite time when I see kids is when they have a book bag on. That's what I like when I see kids. They got a book bag on and they're getting out that door, getting ready to attack the day. Good morning to you. Danny is still in the science lab. She's in the science lab doing some sort of concoction. What up, Jared? Good morning to y'all. Say good morning in the chat. Michelle, I know. See, I was going to be outside today, so I'm in Atlanta getting ready to speak at Justine's event, and it was like still dark out. And then I had to make a decision whether or not I was going to go outside to do it. Then it was kind of cloudy. Then it was Jared. There was a lot going on. I said, you know what? I'm just going to do it here in my hotel room. So I am here in Atlanta. It is, I'm going to say hot Atlanta. It was like 82 yesterday here. What up, Brian? Good morning, Brian. Mr. Galkey. Good morning to you all. David, what up, brother in Tennessee? Dawn, good morning to you. James, what up, brother? Good morning, Jill, Joy, and John, and Paul, and Millie. Where's Mildred? I saw Mildred earlier today. I saw her, got to see a lot of smiling and happy faces. It's just so cool to be able to see people in real life, besides obviously being on Zoom. I'm thankful that you're all on Zoom even though some of you are hiding today. So if you can come on video, I want to see some smiling faces. Now, if you're in the shower, if you're doing something crazy, we don't need to see that. But if you can come on a video, come on video this morning. Good morning to you. What up, Stephanie? There's Sherry. Sherry's walking over there. What up, Tony? Good morning to you, Tony. Jesse. Peter. What up, bro? Peter's freaking crushing it all. If you're not following Peter, you go see that guy motivates me. He's doing freaking a ridiculous amount of workouts. He posts it every day. I'm not doing a very good job posting every day. He is doing a very good job posting every day. So shout out to you, Peter, for doing that
Join
every
me.
day.
Join me. Join me.
I love it, man. I love it. He's up in New York. Hunter, I think Hunter's in Charleston. David is in Tennessee, Murfreesboro, I believe. Bethany is probably someplace in the Concord area. Chris Reshitar looks like he's at an airport or something. I never know with that guy. He's always traveling too. What up, D? So good morning to y'all. Good morning to you. My name is Coach Brock Zevan, life coach, business coach, real estate coach. Yes, I still do real estate and a DAD. And a lot of messages today over the last couple of days that have been in my head, and it resonated with me yesterday when I spoke with. I was saying a little bit on the prayer call this morning. Is I met a lady who was with Tony Robbins, and she, in order to work for Tony Robbins, she worked with him for I think 13 years, 15 years. She says we're talking about the 50-year mortgage, and I was like, it's a freaking joke. I mean, it is what it is, but it's a joke because really we're just accommodating to people's habits and behaviors because they don't know how to save money. They don't have financial discipline. So what they end up doing is just like, well, we'll just accommodate y'all because society really is not very good at this. So we'll just extend the loan and that way you can afford it. Instead of saving money and disciplining yourselves, we'll just do it this way. And so she was just telling me, she's like, yeah, the only way you can work for Tony Robbins is you have to have massive discipline. That's the only way he'll hire you. And I was just like, well, that makes sense. Right, Chris? Yeah, it's scary. Grant Cardone said at some point, all you will possibly see 100-year mortgage because of the way, like you'll never really own a house. You'll just always be paying the bank for your house. There'll never be ownership of it. So I thought of this, which really came into. There's a couple things here that. So the title is called "Building for That Big Moment." Now I added for life and in your business just to make it attractive to get people all like, oh, what are we gonna build? What are we gonna make here? And so I just think that in time periods, like so today when I speak, I think Justine did an amazing job. She has about 180 people going to be at this event. It just didn't happen today. The moment of preparing this didn't happen today. Like, I think I'm going to do an event today and we're going to have 180 people and let's just bring everybody together. Oh, and let me just get some speakers and just throw them up on stage and just see what happens. Like, my preparation months, years ago, Justine's preparation didn't happen last week, months, years ago to be able to perform today. And so I'm going to share with you 7 things in discipline that I feel will help you in your business as well as in your personal life. And one of the things that I wanted to share that you might have already seen this video. Oh, I got to do the affirmation. Let's do the affirmation first before I show you this other clip. So if we all can, I want to do the affirmation. Everybody come off of mute. Okay, come off of mute, come off of mute. Now Peter's driving, so don't go get off the road, Peter. But I want everybody to come off of mute. And on the count of 3, where's Chad Free? I'm going to count to 3 this time, though, Chad Free. So I want to count to 3. And at the end of 3, for those of you who want specific instruction, we're all going to say it together like we really freaking mean it and that God is working through you. So on the count of 3, everybody's off of mute and everybody say it. 1, 2, and 3.
Something
Something
good
good
is going to
is going
happen
to
to
happen
me.
to me.
Something
Something
good
good
is going to happen
to
to me.
me.
Now, I can't really see everybody. So I was just looking to see to make sure everybody was off of mute because I like to look around. It's hard with this on my cell phone, but make sure now. Here's the tricky part: go back to mute because some of you forget, and the next thing you know, I hear you like I don't even know what the hell you're talking about. But get back to mute, and then we'll get you back on later. So double check your mute buttons. So I want to share with you a video. And many of you probably seen this video, but I want to share this video. And so if you're doing something, I really want you to lean into this video that I've been watching. I've watched it probably close to 50 times. I've watched it from different angles. I've watched it from different perspectives. I've watched it from each person's point of view. I've watched it in a mindset. I've watched the interviews after. I watched what happened after. So, Grace, if you can roll this film and show this short little video here for us all before we get into today's message, because this message is very important on this video. So, or Jay, whoever can show this wonderful video. I hope we have the video because this video could be. It's kind of like yesterday when Chad was waiting for the affirmations. He was just like, it's going to come. It's going to come. If it doesn't come, I still can do it, but it would be nice if the video would pop up. Jay, Grace, anything at all. They're working through it. Somebody's going to do it. I know it. I'm praying right now. This is those awkward silent moments that you have that you're just like, but I'm okay with it. What video, sir? I put it I put it in our Slack channel. The video I shared with you, remember the race? And you're like, oh, yeah, remember that race? Yep. See, she just said, oh, that video. Bueller, here it comes. See, as soon as she knew. How many of you saw that? You don't have the volume on, Jay, but I guess that's okay because I can still make it work from here. Say I watched it from this angle, and if you watch right here, there's a moment.
Oh, wow, wow,
Nathan Martin, Nathan
Whoa.
Martin, Nathan Martin.
Watch it.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, you always want to hope that you can pull off a win. And at the end of the day, it's just about getting out here, pushing yourself. And I'm just super fortunate that I ended up with a win today. Every time we got to a patch where there were a lot of people yelling, it just pumped me up and ended up going a little bit faster every time.
Thank you, Jay. So I'm going to steal a line from Chris Reshitar. Do you realize all? Where's my? Do you realize all that guy led only 1 foot of the entire race? That is the only time he led, when he was 1 foot faster than the other person. And Chris says, how much do you win in a horse race? By a what? A simple nose, this simple thing. And it's this little thing. And if you watch the video, and we're going to put it on we'll put it on the Facebook group all so you can see it. But I watched that video over and over. If you watch the gentleman who is winning the race, you will see that the last 4 or 5 steps, so close, he slowed down. He thought he had it. He took his foot off the gas. And as he's taking the foot off the gas, the winner, what did he say? He said, I started to hear the crowd. I started to hear the noise of the energy around. And that is why it's so important to be in the right rooms, to have the right people around you. Because in those moments, see, even at the very end, when he was hearing the noises, he didn't have that throughout the entire time. Those are when the dark days are happening. See, he didn't put himself in that position right there. He had to freaking run throughout the entire race during the dark times when nobody was cheering for him. And some of you might be in that moment like, whoa, Brock, I'm by myself. You always me. You don't understand. This sucks. But see, if he didn't go through that, if he didn't have the discipline to build himself up, he would not have that big moment of an opportunity. It wouldn't be there. And so what he did in some of you today, what's your next gear? I want you to write that down. What's my next gear? Am I playing small? Which person are you in that video? Are you the person who's winning right now? Maybe letting your foot off the gas? Or are you that person that sees that can you imagine it? They're going to get me all riled up here in this hotel, probably get kicked out soon. Can you imagine? You see the winner and you see the finish line. You see them both. And you're like, now's my time. Now is my time. So the first thing I want to share with you today is your opportunity is not guaranteed tomorrow. So number one is your opportunity is not guaranteed tomorrow. He's not going to race that race. They're not doing that race tomorrow, all. They already did it. They're not going to, hey, do you want to do it again? It's not going to happen for another year. Some of you have opportunities today and you're half-assing it. Let's just be point blank what we're doing. We didn't get up the way we wanted to get up. We didn't do our walk we were supposed to do. We didn't do the gym. We didn't do our prayers. We didn't do our devotion. I'll do it tomorrow. I can't wait till I start tomorrow. Boy, watch me tomorrow. We're not guaranteed tomorrow. It's not there. Number two, this was one of my favorite ones, Jared. Hard work beats talent when talent relaxes. See, why I like that is because the video is because Kenya always freaking wins. Kenya's got badass freaking runners, and they can run far, and they can run fast, and they can just keep on running, Karen. And why that race was so important is because the person, the American at the back of the end said, you know what? I'm going to work harder than you, Kenya. I am just going to take it to you when you want to take it easy. And some of you want to take it easy because you think you got it figured out. And I say this to you, that at some point, I was thinking about this today because there'll be somebody like, well, Brock, I've already reached my goals. I've done this. And I would say to them, then are you doing benevolence? Are you helping? The message today with God's message earlier on the prayer call was serving others. You can't serve others if your bank account is barely getting you by. In some capacity, you can't go and you can't volunteer. You can't go and give a mission. You can't give money. I was blessed and fortunate the other day at church that they have some big, I don't even know what was going on with it, but God put inside, like, he's just like, you need to do this. I'm like, well, I don't, my first thing was like, well, I don't really want to give a couple extra $1,000. Like I already give to the church. And God's like, well, if you talk the big talk of being benevolence, you better do it now. You don't get to choose your benevolence, Brock. You don't get to choose your discipline. If you want to be a disciplined person, you do discipline even when the hard shit takes place. You don't get to choose it during the easy stuff. That's why hard work beats talent. It proved it in that video. Number three. Confidence is earned in unseen preparation. Confidence is earned in unseen preparation. See, the guy that was running, we didn't see his practice schedule. They didn't show like, hey, before we show you this clip, let me just share with you his practice schedule. Let me show you his workout routine. We weren't with him in his workout routine. When you want to find your second gear when you want to find that gear, it comes through that grit, the grind, the getting up early. It's finding that next gear. It's like, damn, I just got to do it right now. Here we go. Kobe Bryant would say when they would say to him like, hey man, some of the players would get a little pissed off at him because he wouldn't pass the ball. And you know what he said to them? That's because your practice ethic sucks. And I'm not going to give you the ball when the game time matters. So I'm going to take the ball because I see you in practice. I see how you are in practice. I see how you run your sprints. I see how you are watching film. I see how you're coming in late. I see that you're out drinking and partying with the girls. I see you're doing that. So when we're down in the fourth quarter with 2 minutes left and down by 8, your ass isn't getting the ball because that's when it really matters. So what does your unseen preparation look like? What are we doing? Number four, Steph Curry talks about this one, Brian. Stop talking about goals and just execute. Guys, I hate to say this to you, but typically the fourth quarter is when we're doing our planning for the new year. For crying out loud, we're past the first quarter in the new year. It's done planning. It is executing. Steph Curry says just making the shots in practice is not good enough anymore. You got to make them in the game. You got to execute. He's really big on, I've been hearing more about Steph Curry. He's like, you got to finish. David, Dennis, Heather, are you finishing your day? Or are you like Kenya and you're kind of easing up at about 2:00 in the afternoon? The sun is out. It's kind of nice out today. You know what? I'm going to take a little time off. It's Friday. You know what? I'm going to ease up. It's 4:00. You know, I'm just going to ease up a little bit on a Friday. Or are you still going through? Are you still finishing your week, finishing your day, finishing your hour, finishing the session? So stop talking about it. The planning mode's done with. You can plan if you need your day in the beginning, but now it's time to execute. We're going into the second quarter. Number 5. This one I like, and I'll try to give it in perspective for you. The fourth quarter matters most. The fourth quarter matters most. Most games are won and lost in the fourth quarter, right? I use this like in the fourth quarter, like the energy is a little bit higher, the crowd's a little bit more into it. Look about what that race. It was that very end, that home stretch, that fourth quarter where he needed to really push it into a gear. Okay, he needed to step it up a notch. Why is it at the 2-minute warning, freaking the players? How many watched a football game? Put a 5 in the chat that you've seen a football game, like the last 2 minutes of the game is the most exciting. For NASCAR, the last lap is the most exciting. Everybody just pours it on in the last quarter, the last lap. Now, in our personal life, we usually do this when we go on vacation. It's like, I'm going on vacation in 2 days. We got to race around. We're doing so many things. How many of us here like, I got to do this. I got to do that. I'm getting packed. I got to get my groceries. I got to get my house clean. I got to get this done. We go crazy right before we go on vacation. I want you to write this down. Act like I'm going on vacation every day. Act like I'm going on vacation tomorrow. Perform at that level. Not when you choose. Perform at that level every day like you're going on vacation tomorrow. The fourth quarter matters. Number 6, dominate in the dark so you're rewarded in the light. Tony Robbins says, you are rewarded. What you practice in private, you're rewarded in public. Dominate in the dark, so rewarded in the light. I like that one just because it was so dark out this morning. And it's dark out a little bit later. Brielle, my 13-year-old, Dad, I barely wanted to get up today. It was so dark out when I got up. How many of us feel that? Like, damn, it's a little dark out. I'm a little groggy. I'm a little tired. I hate when it's dark out in the morning. I don't feel like I don't got that energy. Sucks. Right? But we like it in the evening time. I was listening to a radio. Somebody said, I don't really like that it gets light out later. That means I feel like I can't watch TV. I was like, what? And then like there was people calling in like agreeing with her. Like, oh yeah, I know. I usually like it when it's dark out early. I can watch TV sooner. I was like, holy smokes, this society sometimes just baffles my mind on this whole binge watching and everything else. I was just like, well, I mean, obviously there's people who do that. Nothing against binge watching. Somebody's gonna get mad at me. Well, Brock, I like to do that. I'm like, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. Just saying to you, what you practice in private, you're rewarded in public. What I share today, what I've been doing, all these reps, being on Zoom, I get an opportunity to speak on a stage. I get to speak one too many. I get to help influence people. At some point, we will look around and we will see new people on this show. Why do we have new people on the show? Is because I spoke in front of many people. They heard my message, and then they say, I want to be around that person. I want to be in that environment. And then we get new people that come on here. I share that with you. So then that way, when you get new people, you should screenshot and introduce yourself to people. Dennis, I met Dennis in Nashville. I met several of you in different parts of the country. How many of you are engaging with other people on here? Hey, Hunter, what's going on, man? I've been seeing you routinely on the show. Brock says you're in Charleston. I live in Charleston, or whatever it might be. Have conversations with people. I just met with Hunter, Jared, and Robert the other day at their office. I said, screenshot every freaking name on here and go hunt them down and talk to them. You sell insurance. You're a lender. You're a real estate agent. You're an entrepreneur. Do you want referrals? Hey, Heather, how are you? Hey, Jared, how are you? Hey, Karen, how are you? Hey, Tim, how are you? Hey, Brian, how are you? Hey, Dawn, how are you? You have a common connection being on here. And number 7, last one. I talked about it from the beginning and I bring it all the way back. Discipline is doing it when you don't feel like it. Discipline is doing it when you don't feel like it. Because if you were always to act on your feelings, Christian, if you were always able to act on it, Danny, you're probably not going to feel like it. Not feel like getting up in the morning. Not feel like maybe being on this show. Well, I'm not dressed. I'm not ready. I'm behind. I'm in my car. I got this. Blah, blah, blah. I didn't realize that God was helping me start my day by doing the show 5 years ago. That I have to have my ass ready to rock and roll, shower, dress, gym, prayers, devotion, kids out the door by 8:15 every freaking morning, Monday through Friday, 255 times a year. So I can be ready to pour into people. And then I have people like a Chris, a Christian, Chet who's speaking, a Justine, a Chad Free, all these people, a Jim Morris that you guys get to hear from. And we're all cut from the same cloth. And if you were to talk to Chris and you ask him about his discipline, he gets up early. Chet yesterday, he's down here in Atlanta. You know what the greatest thing he said to me? The greatest compliment, he says, you know what, Brock? You got my tail out of bed early because I got to get to the pool earlier now so I can be on this show. I was like, really? That's pretty cool. That this show, these people have changed your entire route. And he's been doing this for years, all swimming in the pool. The saying can't teach an old dog new tricks. I'm gonna challenge that. Because he's getting up earlier to be on this show. Some of you are changing your schedule. Why? Is because whether you like hearing us or not, it's the discipline you're creating to get your tail to where you need to be. So at 8:45, 8:50, you're ready to rock and roll and start your day on the right foot. To do the things you don't want to do. Joy's from Florida. I met her in Gulf Shores, Alabama. She's a new person that came on. So guys, as I conclude today, I didn't really do a lot in the chats. Just for the hell of it, put a 5 in the chat for no rhyme or reason. Just put a 5 in the chat just because I said put a 5 in the chat. And I haven't done any 5s in the chats at all. So just put a 5 in there just for excitement purposes on there. So in conclusion, all, you got 7 things. It is on the Brock Zevan's Mindset Motivational Facebook group. We got the recordings now all the time. You can go into my YouTube page to listen to these shows. We put show notes together. My team does an amazing job. We literally take all our transcripts, we put it in the show notes. We want to give you recordings. We want to help you throughout your day. Maybe you take these show notes and you put it into perspective in your own life. Maybe you take it and you share it at your church, your school, your Boy Scout, your Girl Scout group. Maybe somebody asks you to speak today and be like, you know what, this is what we can do. Yesterday, I was asked, I got to speak to the broker in charge of the state of North Carolina. She's like, could you come and coach and help us, motivate us? And I'm like, I'm all in. Why? Is because you never know when you're going to be asked to speak and to share. And so today could be for you. Today could be this discipline that you needed today to do whatever the hell it is you've been putting off in whatever capacity. So shout out to my boy John Root, who joined he had a freaking amazing, yesterday we were traveling to Atlanta. He joined our Innovations program. Yesterday he met somebody who's 83 years old, and he has 26 properties he needs to sell. $9.3 million is the conversations that John's been having, doing the stuff he doesn't want to do, picking up the phone. So shout out to you, John, joining our Innovation Coaching Program and making those phone calls, doing the things you don't want to do. So for those of you who are missing your calls, for those of you who want to be part of the Innovations, reach out to me. For those of you who are in study hall in Charlotte area, I don't care, within an hour, come on out. We got an amazing lineup. We got over 50 people coming. So there's the study hall group. And for those of you that want to join our coaching program, that's that $97 for once a month. 4 times you personally get me coaching you. So there's the $97 coaching group. And we got the study hall for those of you who are going to be in Charlotte. We got amazing people that are going to be there helping you out and sharing with you. It's been actually well received here in Atlanta as well. So for all of you, guys, I appreciate you. If you got something out of the call today, put a 10 in the chat. If you got something out of today, put a 10 in the chat. I appreciate you all. Tomorrow, we got our main man, Mr. Jim Morris, will be with us from Tennessee. Jim will be blessing us at 7:15 Central Time, 8:15 Eastern Time. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. If I can help you in any way, reach out to me, DM me, join us on our Facebook group, join us on our YouTube. Till then, see ya.